how do I create an icon? All right, how do I create an icon? Well, to answer that question, there are a few different ways that you can create an icon. And one is, notice whether you're looking at the organization library of icons or my library of icons, at the bottom there's this new icon option. So if I click on new icon, what happens is I land on this screen with a three-step process to create a custom icon. So first of all, I would do something, notice here that we give you several of these graphics, these vector graphics to choose from. We give you hundreds of them to choose from, or you can upload your own image. So the options are there, freedom, flexibility to do whatever it is you need to do. I can search this library of icons, and I'm going to look, for example, for a monitor. And here we have a computer monitor. I'm going to go with that graphic. Okay, on the next step here, I have the option to change the size of it. I can bump the size up a little bit like that, and I can put a port on it, or multiple ports. So I'll just go ahead and put an IP port. I'll save that there. Okay, again, you can adjust the size of it, the dimension of it, and put a port on it. In the third and final step, what you do is you put properties on there. So for example, I can put quote parts. So if I had a price for a monitor, an LED monitor, I'll put that on there. And let's say the manufacturer, I can set the property and the value of that property. Let's say it is a Samsung monitor. I add that. You can set any number of properties to a device that you create. I need to put a name on it, so I'll call it Samsung monitor. And notice that that's been added to my library right there. So in order to fully answer the question, I said that there are a couple ways of doing it. Well, you can also click once on anything in your library and then click down here to create custom. And this is a way of modifying something that already exists there. So if I click on that, it brings me back to this familiar screen, this three-step process. But here we are, landed on the second step of the process. I can now modify the shape of it a bit more. Again, those ports I can make edits to, and I can go to the third step where I set the properties. And let's say this is not a Samsung monitor, it's a Sony monitor. And I'll change the name of it here, Sony, save that. And now notice I have the Samsung monitor and a Sony monitor here. So that's a quick and easy way of modifying existing icons to create a new version of one.